coach, another fun quarterback to prepare for, right?
Yeah. They're doing a great job. They're doing a great job. Very efficient offense and very efficient with their quarterback play.
Do you see anything different from them from last year to this year?
They're just running the ball a lot better. That's the biggest thing. Is their offensive line has definitely matured. They have 3 running backs that are super physical and are multi-dimensional. They can catch the football, they can run the football, they pass block. Really hard to get tendencies off those guys.
Your defense has played great in a lot of games, and then in a couple games, totally opposite. So, do you think that it has to do with just kind of how you performed early on, and just kind of what do you think's going on with that?
There's so many factors that go into playing good or poor defense. There's a lot of factors, and I always like to say either the call is going to get the players right, or the players are going to get the call right. And what I mean is, I can be in the wrong call, and the players are just going to get it right, through effort or execution, or just a matchup and beating the guy in front of them, or the call that I'm in is just the perfect call, and it's the right call for what they're doing schematically. So then sometimes it's a combination of both, and sometimes we lose in a combination of both those things. And it's just one of those things. I mean, it's football teaches a lot about life. Like you learn, from your mistakes, and you grow from them. And sometimes when you have success, it's learning how to handle success. That's the more difficult thing. So, yeah, it's been extreme at times, and but playing great defense and being a great football team, it's really, it has to do with all 3 phases too. I mean, it's not just it's one of those things. So it's easy to. It's easy to look at one thing and go, hey, it's just the bottom line, but stats really don't tell the whole story. I mean, there's more to it, and like I said, I'll say it again. I mean, there's a lot that goes into a football season when you get into the 10th, 11th, and 12th week, and there's a lot of characteristic and uncharacteristic things that happen, on football teams, and it's just, it's my job to make sure that things stay in order and we can continue to move forward, and if we take a step backward, that we learn from it, so then hopefully we can take 2 steps forward in the future.
Even though this is your first year as an Arizona State coach, obviously you grew up in the Valley. This rivalry is no stranger to you. Do you feel like maybe just a little nostalgic feeling this week preparing for this game?
I do. I definitely do, and I can feel the intensity of the rivalry, and I know a little bit about it. And my first experience of this rivalry was. Unfortunately for ASU fans, it was when I was in 8th grade. I was coming back from Wickenburg in a Pop Warner game, and I was listening to the U of A Sun Devil. We were going to the Rose Bowl and listening to their safeties coach right now. Take one back, 100 yards for a touchdown. But it goes all the way back to then, and I remember that very vividly, and just know how important this game is to this state, and just really excited to be a part of it.
What does this game mean to you compared to all the other games?
I tell our guys. I always tell our guys every week, this is the most important game, okay, of your lives until the next one, and that's kind of our mentality every week. So it's just special to be a part of it, and this is one of those things. It's kind of like some of the atmospheres we've coached in this year, and some of the atmospheres that I've been a part of in my career. It's better to look back on than it is to focus, and because really the process doesn't change. It's always the same process, and by the end of every week I'm running on fumes, and looking forward to the game and looking to catch up on some rest, but excited about this game.
Well, it probably wasn't the season that this team had hoped for. A win this weekend means what?
I mean, it's a win, and it's a way to finish the season right. It's a way to have some momentum going into the off season, and just knowing that we didn't come here for this to be easy. Okay, we're when you've been around and you've coached long enough, situations that there's going to be a lot of work that go into it. In every situation, there's a lot of work, but we don't come into this this type of situation blind, and we knew the challenges that lay ahead, and we overcame a lot of them this year, and that's what's exciting about it. But it's even more so we can learn from some of the things that didn't go right, and things that we can correct moving forward.
And it's been with that. I mean, there's been ups and downs, but just your thought. I mean, from beginning of spring until now. I mean, just the overall growth and the maturity of this defense.
Yeah, I mean, they're just a great group to work with, and when they lay it out on the line and when they're playing really hard, I mean, they're really fun to watch, and I think for the first time really all year, this last I think that we got in our feelings a little bit in the first half, and started thinking about winning or losing, and that was the first time I saw that little chink in our armor, but we got it together. We played hard in the second half, and hopefully we can carry that. I know we will, into this weekend's game. So they've been a great group, and they've really bought into what we're doing and learned from their mistakes, and we've always continued to grow. And I hope this is another opportunity this weekend.
So many of the players have never participated in this game. I know Kenny showed them a video about the history on Monday morning. How much do you think that trying to learn the history has the ability to carry over into a performance?
When it all comes down, it comes down to focus in one game. If our guys aren't focused on the task ahead, if they let the outside noise and some of the outside stuff affect them, it really kind of goes against what our defensive mantra is, that we're always going to be consistently good in our preparation, our process, which hopefully is going to lead to our performance. And hopefully this week it is no different, and hopefully we get back to playing the defense. I know these guys can play, and I know we can.